Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to 40k 8th edition, and welcome to the interior of a Space Hulk. Yes, we're inside a Space Hulk. Don't know what the name of the Space Hulk is, it's just an unidentified Space Hulk that happens to have emerged into real space, and nearby is Zog's fleet of freebooter Orks. And they like a Space Hulk when they see one because it's usually full of lovely gubbins. And what you see here today, folks, is the storage deck of probably an Imperial cruiser or an Imperial freighter that has been lodged into this Space Hulk and become part of the mass. For those of you who don't know what Space Hulks are in 40k, they're essentially just huge, giant blobs of starships that have gotten kind of tangled together in the warp. And so they've become these huge, sort of almost moon-sized sometimes, balls of wreckage. It's kind of like Katamari, actually, when I think about it, but in space and with spaceships. But anyway, so the Orks are here, my Orks, under Warboss Zog, here to loot the place, get loads of shiny gubbins. Unfortunately, the problem with Space Hulks is they're usually infested with lots of nasty creatures, and today is no exception, because deep within the shadows and dark depths and under tunnels and maintenance ducts of this place are lots of creepy crawlies in the form of some Tyranids with an awful lot of gene stealers. That's what I've been told anyway. Just for a change today, folks. Just for a change out of our usual scheduling, it's Dan joining us today.
Hello.
Again. You brought your Tyranids?
Yes.
Haven't seen them on the channel for a while, have we?
No, not since Morgan's Reach.
Yeah, not since we did the campaign. So the Nids are back on the channel, but this time they're fighting my Orks inside a Space Hulk, which should be hopefully a lot of fun. Very claustrophobic, as you can see. Lots of walls, huge quantities of line of sight blocking terrain, a lot of choke points as well. Both sides probably looking to mostly just stab and punch each other to death for the most part. We've both got a bit of shooting, but it's mostly going to be close quarters stuff. Should be interesting, should be fun. The rules today are essentially just a standard match play game of cleanse and capture. We didn't really want to think too hard with this one, honestly, because after the previous narrative game we did where we had to try and make up lots of rules on the fly and forget to actually tell the audience about them.
Don't know what you're talking about. We had it all planned out, it was perfect.
Go check out those Eldar bat reps if you haven't seen them already. They were very good, but trying to film 2 bat reps in one day was hard work, as it turned out.
It may have been a mistake.
Yeah, but hey, so today we're doing cleanse and capture, which is 3 tactical objective cards every turn, and you just try and achieve those, and you get to discard one at the end of the turn, and that's it basically. Victory points, pretty straightforward. Cleanse and capture because we're trying to kill all the bugs and loot the place, and the bugs are trying to do effectively the opposite, really. So,
well, we were just here having a nice sleep.
Yeah, it's just having a nap.
Some rude Orks turned up.
Like, hey, who's in here? Orks is here, we want all your stuff.
So now we've woken up and we're all angry and hangry.
Hangry, yes.
For some biomass.
Hangry for some biomass, I like it. Alright, let's go look at the armies. And here we are, folks. Zog's boys are here, the whole crew. And some extras too, actually. This is the most boys I think I've possibly ever used in a battle report on this channel. And it's the first time I've ever used my dreads or my killer cans. So I'm looking forward to this. This should be good fun. I've themed the list basically around a boarding party, essentially. So it's all foot sloggers and little cans and dreads and things that can fit through these hallways and doorways and things like that. So no big vehicles. No flying things, nothing like that. So yeah, well, this should be fun. No idea what it's going to be like. At the front, we've got the characters. We've got Zog himself in his mega armor, as usual. The Index Warboss in mega armor with the claw, and his combi, whatchamacallit here, is going to be using the Scorcher today. As I've said before, I basically stuck every option on the combi gun so I didn't have to magnetize it, so today we're using the Scorcher. We've also got Skandork the Green there, the weird boy, doing his thing. He's joining us, Painboy's joining us as well. He'll probably do more, there's a good chance he'll do more damage to me than the enemy, but we'll see. We've also got a regular Warboss. I've had this guy for ages now, but I think it's the first time we've had him on camera before, but he's a regular Warboss. He's one of Zog's lieutenants. And I guess, well, I suppose in old money he would be a war boss, and he would be a warlord, I guess. That's the way I look at it anyway. And we've got a big mech with a shock attack gun. Because I love the shock attack gun, it's so silly. I mean, you know, it's not the greatest gun ever, but unless you're using the vigilance attachment for it, which I am definitely not. I don't know, I like filling enemies with snotlings. I just think it's glorious. So, we got a battalion detachment. As you can see, lots of boys. 2 units of 24, including a boss knob with power claw, and a unit of 21, including a boss knob with a power claw. Lovely jubbly. I got 6 knobs over here. They're armed with a variety of close combat implements, as you can see. As far as points and stuff are concerned, and the loadout is concerned, everybody except the boss knob has got a big chopper. The boss knob has got a power claw. I've got a unit of flash kits as well, because we're in space doing freebooter stuff, so, you know, brought the flash kits along naturally. And then we got all the cans and stuff. So some of this forms a spearhead detachment, in addition, which is basically just going to pay for me making the weird boy a warp head. I'm spending a command point on that as usual, so he's going to be a warp head. And over here I got basically one mob of killer cans, 6 of them, with a variety of weapons. All of them have got rocket launchers. And 2 have got the drills, 2 have got the claws, 2 have got the saws, I think. It's difficult to tell sometimes just by looking at them, but that's what I've paid the points for anyway, so. And at the back, we've got 2 death dreads. One has got just total melee loadout, the one on the left there. 2 claws, 2 saws, and the one on the right has got 2 claws, a saw, and a scorcher. So, there you go. That's essentially all there is to it. Warlord trait, we are going to roll randomly for that, as always, for Zog in a minute. Psychic powers for the weird boy. He's going to be having to jump, so he can chuck people through the warp, possibly through some of these bulkheads and things, if needs be. And his other power is going to be... you know what? Just for a change, we'll go with Fist of Gork. Why not? Yeah, let's go with Fist of Gork. Warpath is what you usually pick, but let's go with Fist of Gork, just for fun. And yeah, that's it. As I said, he's a warp head for a command point. That gives me, in total, 8 left, because I got one from the spearhead and lost it again for using warp head. And that's the boys. That's the boys. Ready to go. Ready to crump some bugs and things. Speaking of bugs, let's go look at them. Actually, before we look at the bugs, I almost forgot. Warlord traits and also relic. Zog, as usual, has the super cyborg body, so he's got a 5+ feel no pain. Right, Warlord trait, let's see what he's got today. What kind of mood's he in? 4. Brutal but cunning. You can re-roll hit rolls in the fight phase for attacks made by your Warlord. In addition, add 1 to the damage characteristic of your Warlord's melee weapons if, in the same turn, they finished a charge move, were charged, or performed a heroically intervention. So, do you know what? That's probably one of my favourites for actually getting stuck in and crumping stuff. So, I'm happy with that. Brutal but cunning today is how he's feeling, and yeah, he's got the super cyborg body as usual. Right, now let's go look at the bugs. Here are the bugs, except they're not bugs, they're features according to you, right?
Yeah, it's not a bug, it's a feature. This Space Hulk is full of features.
Full of features, right. So, which features do you want to start with?
Okay, so, as usual, we are using the Jormungandr trait.
Yep.
Which is, effectively they have cover even if they're not in cover, unless they can fly or they advanced or charged in my turn.
Yep.
So that probably isn't going to have much effect this game, but we'll see. Then I've got 2 battalions, because it's very easy to do that with Tyranids.
Yes.
For HQs, I'll just list them all off rather than doing each individual battalion, because it's too confusing.
Yep.
So we've got the Warlord over there, is Old One Eye himself.
Yes! My boy!
Who does not have a big bug either. That's a barnacle.
Definitely not. That's definitely a barnacle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you can't now unsee that.
So his Warlord trait is fixed because he's a special character, inverted commas.
Yep.
Which is adaptive biology, which means the first time he, after the first phase he takes damage, I think, he reduces all further damage by 1.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So he's going to get pretty tanky unless you kill him in one go.
He's definitely a tough cookie then.
Ideally, yes. So otherwise, we've got a Malanthrope standing next to him. who has he's a synapse creature, but he's not psychic in terms of powers. He's a big floaty gas bag who gives out spores and gives them -1 to hit bubble.
Yeah, I confused him with the Neurothrope, that was it.
Yeah, which again might not have much of an effect in this game, to be fair. But we'll see, won't we? And then the other 2 HQs, I've got 2 Broodlords.
2 Broodlords, lovely.
Because of all the Gene Stealers. All the Gene Stealers, I say all, there's only 24 there. It's not that great. But
we've got some though, that's the main thing.
We've got some, and 2 boss Gene Stealers. They're both Broodlords. This one has Catalyst.
Yeah.
And this one has the Horror.
Yeah.
Because he looks scary. And he's also got my relic, which is the Ngal factor, however you wish to pronounce that.
Yeah, the Ngal. Or however, it starts with a
which
Y.
is a fun, every time he's in the fight phase, you roll the dice and he gets a random buff for that phase.
Oh, cool. Nice.
So he could be interesting. Then, troops-wise, we've got 2 units of 3 Ripper Swarms.
Yay, Rippers.
We've got a big unit of Termagants. I think there's 21 there. 11 of them have got Devourers, the rest have got Flesh Borers.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 2 units of 12 Gene Stealers, each with 2 Acid Maws, which are effectively a power sword.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they've just got Rending Claws and Scything Talons and stuff.
Yep.
And then the final troop is a unit of 9 Warriors.
Warriors, huh?
They've got a mix of Death Spitters, and 3 of them have got Venom Cannons. And then there's 3 with Bone Swords, the rest have got Scything Talons.
Yeah.
And finally, heavy support, we've got 2 Carnifexes. They've got all the gubbins, they've got Adrenal Glands, they've got Spore Cysts, they've got Enhanced Senses, and they've got Thresher Scythe Tails, and they've got Scything Talons and Heavy Venom Cannons. And then finally, we've got the big Tyrannifex at the back there with the Acid Spray.
Oh, the Acid Spray.
Which is absolutely my favourite gun.
It could be beautiful in these confined quarters here, actually.
It could indeed.
So I look forward to seeing that. That's the stuff dying. Okay, so, very nice. Relic we did.
Yes, I think that's everything.
Yep, everything. Great. Well,
boom.
Let's go get deployed. Alright, here we go, folks. Deployment has happened. We got Dawn of War deployment. I went on this side, Dan went on that side, mostly just for convenience. Yeah, we've got objectives on the table as well. We've got lovely Tyranid themed objectives today, some little sphincter spore things.
Yep.
Popping up around the ship. The number of the objective is the number of sphincters, which is just lovely, isn't it? So that's objective 5. I've got objective 6 over here, which the Pain Boy stood on. I don't know if that's a great life decision there, Pain Boy, but hey. Objective 1, next to this mob of boys. That's objective 4, next to the entrance to whatever this is supposed to be. And then we've got objective 3.
Yep.
I think I already mentioned 5.
2 down there.
2 is down there somewhere behind that wall. Yeah. So them's the objectives, in case you were wondering. And yeah, Dan finished deploying first, and as per the rules
in the book.
The rules as written in the book, in the original OG Cleanse and Capture scenario, he automatically goes first. There's no roll-off for them. I can still try and seize the initiative though, which I'm going to give a go right now. So here we go for Gork and Mork. No, that's the opposite of what I wanted. Okay, Tyranids, High Fleet Goliath, turn 1, coming up next. Alright, here's the Hive Mind's objectives for turn 1. Secure objective 1, which is over there, right near those boys at the very far end there. Mission critical objective, which you rolled for, which is objective 2, which is
this one here where the Gene Stealers are.
So that's not bad. And Devour, which is basically nom nom stuff in the fight phase, essentially.
It's not going to happen just yet.
Not just yet, but soon. Soon. So, let's go to the movement phase for the Nids. Alright folks, it's the end of the, I always said Gene Stealers, Tyranids. Tyranids, it's more than just Gene Stealers, Tyranids, turn 1 movement phase. And the bugs have moved up, although a little cautiously, admittedly. Some of them could have advanced but didn't, because you want to preserve that Jormungandr
Just in case.
cover save on some of them, don't you? So yeah, as you can see, there's going to clearly be a lot of bottlenecks in this game, which should make life certainly quite interesting, as both sides queue up around corners to fight each other. But yeah, not much to say really, other than the bugs have moved forward. We are also, you may have noticed, trying out some of those new Apocalypse movement trays. Dan brought some with him. So far, I like them as the Orc player. You're having difficulty as the Tyranid player with the Gene Stealers,
Well,
aren't
they
you?
work great for termagants.
Yeah.
Gene Stealers, as you might imagine, find it a bit tricky.
All those arms and stuff poking out. So yeah, it's anyone's guess as to what turn you basically run out of patience and take them off the trays.
Good, what happened? Play along at home, folks.
Yeah. Take your bets. What turns are you going to finally get rid of
Put
them?
a number in the comments and see what happens.
So yeah. Meanwhile, they work just fine for the boys. In fact, I'm strongly considering getting some of these for both. I don't know about my guard, but definitely the Orks, because it's going to make life a lot easier, I think, with the using these instead of moving the big blobs one at a time. But anyway, yeah. Another thing to note. I don't think I mentioned it in the start of the video. These walls. As far as we're concerned, they go up to the ceiling. It's a big old tall ceiling, but they go all the way up to the ceiling. So we can't fly over them with fly units and that sort of thing. Shoot through them, climb over them, nothing like that. It's pretty much impassable. In case that wasn't obvious, it's worth pointing out. So yeah, movement phase done. You have quite the psychic phase, don't you?
Oh, well, not really. I've got 2 psychers.
Is this thing not psychic, the big
No.
one? No, okay, right. I thought it was for some
So
reason.
we're minimal psychic, all things considered, for Tyranids.
Right, yeah.
But we'll give it a go.
Cool. We're going to start with.
So this boy over here is going to cast. He's got Catalyst. He's going to put it on. He's going to put it on the Gene Stealers.
Yep.
Who instantly they did advance.
They did
pretty
advance.
much the only thing that did. That'll fail.
Oh dear. Alright.
And that one over there, I think he's probably out of range of anything. I'll have to just check.
Measured it up. You are just in range, so.
Yeah, so he's casting the horror on that boy's mob over there,
Oh no.
which passes.
It does pass.
So that is -1 to hit and -1 leadership on them.
Yikes. Well, I mean, oh dear.
Probably not going to make much difference.
We
to be
now
fair.
the -1 to hit's a little annoying, but yeah, we're now down to 23 leadership.
Woohoo!
Mob rule's amazing. Okay, right, so shooting phase then. What can actually shoot is the question.
Very good question.
Because there's not a lot of lines of fire in here, is there?
I'm going to guess pretty much nothing. At a push, maybe the Carnifexer's over this. At them.
Well, let's have a look.
I think I might have to have a bit of a look.
Let's get the proverbial laser pointer out. Alright, we got down, did some line of sighting. The Carnifex on the right, the first to the right, he can see with his heavy venom cannon through here over those pipes at these killer cans here. So you're going to take a pot shot at them.
Yep, might as well. So it's D3 shots. 1. He's hitting on 3s because he has the enhanced senses. Hits. Strength 9, so wound on 3s. It wounds. -2 AP. And it's a flat 3 damage.
Well, that's 2 and a flat 3. What on earth is the save for killer
They've got a
cans?
3-up save, them killer
Have
cans.
they? I expected a 4-up in a way, to be honest, but okay.
Well, they're big lumps of metal.
So this is -2.
Yeah.
5 up.
Boom.
Fair enough. Okay. And that's the end of the shooting phase, really. And the end of the turn, pretty much. That Tyrannifex, that's what they're called. He can see some orcs over here with stinger salvos, but unfortunately he's not in range. So
He's a big slow boy.
that is it, pretty much. Very, very, very quick opening turn. So objectives-wise, you've scored.
Mission critical objective number 2.
Lovely.
So that's a point. Haven't obviously killed anything in the fight phase, and objective 1's all the way over there. I'm going to discard.
Discarding objective 1 because it's in an awkward place, effectively. So you'd rather take.
Well, I think
else.
I'll probably be able to get there eventually, but I'll take my chances with something else first.
Yep, fair enough. Okay, leaving Devour in the hand because you might not get it this turn, but you could very definitely get it like next turn after.
Yeah, you never know. I might kill 6 units next turn in the fight phase. Who knows?
If you kill 6 of my 12 units, it will be a grim day for the Orks indeed. Alright, well, speaking of Orks, let's go freebooters, turn 1. Alright, here's Zog's objectives. He's issued to his subordinates here, to the lads. We've got defend objective 2, next to impossible. Secure objective 6, very, very easy to do because the pain boys are currently stood on top of it. And assassinate, which is kill a character, which will not happen this turn, but you've got 4 characters, haven't you, Dan? So
yep.
That can certainly be done in the game. So yeah, alright. Not bad. Let's go to the movement. Okay folks, the Orc movement phase has finished. And there's a swarm of boys and knobs and everyone else piling around this corner, getting caught in that little bottleneck there, which I think is hilarious. The weird boy at the back is still managing to keep within range of that crucial objective. The cans and the freebooters are all piling around through here. A couple of the freebooters can actually see a Carnifex over there, and I think they're in range to shoot it. The big mech with the shock attack gun is going to have a go as well, and some of the cans themselves got rocket launchers they can fire over there. And meanwhile over here, these boys have piled forward through this gap towards those Gene Stealers, and this War Boss is still at the back because I'm going to jump him ahead to get in front of the queue. It's kind of weird. I could have jumped like a unit of boys or something like that if I really wanted to. I had a few options for the jump, but in this case it's kind of useful because if the War Boss had gone first here and got a bad advance roll, he would have held up the entire group of them. Then I'd have to jump the boys away, and they wouldn't be within X inches of the War Boss for its wire ability and stuff like that. So I'm basically gambling on that going off, so that the boys can advance and charge into these Gene Stealers, and he can hopefully get in there as well. Did toy with the idea actually of jumping him in behind the Broodlord and trying to get a charge, and only charge into the Broodlord to try and assassinate him, and part of me still really wants to. But I think it may just be a bit of a waste of a War Boss, because yeah, I mean, he's just a regular War Boss, he's not like a Mega Armor one or anything, so he's only got like a 4+ save, and that's it. No feel, no pains, no invulns, no nothing, so he gets in a fight with the Broodlord or some Gene Stealers, and he doesn't kill the Broodlord on the first attempt, he's probably dead, so very dead, so I'm going to try it this way instead. Not the most efficient use of the jump in the universe, but I don't really care. Yeah, that's about all there is to say. The Death Dreads aren't here. I think I mentioned this in the army overview, but in case I didn't, the Death Dreads have been stuck into Teleporter, so they'll be teleporting in turn 2, so that's why they're not here. I like to think that they couldn't fit them in the boarding craft when they flew over here to the Space Hulk, so they're actually teleporting them in, and they're probably teleporting in like loads of Death Dreads, but like all of the rest of them except for the 2 that are in the army have got like stuck on other floors or inside bulkheads and things, because all teleportation, you know, not the most precise thing in the universe. So much like their shooting, really. Speaking of shooting, though, we'll be doing it in a minute, because we've got the Psychic Phase first, you're right, yeah. Okay, so, the jump. Let's give it a go. Let me grab some dice. Well, we need for this a 7 to jump the War Boss, who's just within 12 inches of the Weird Boy. So, he's an infantry unit, so here we go. 7, hang on. I'll take that. So the boss, we measured this up earlier, but he can just pretty much end up there, right next to his boys, so he can join in the charge, and crucially he will enable them to charge after having advanced, because they did advance through there. Worth pointing out, nothing else advanced actually, because we're playing this game of chicken right now. Who's going to get the charge first at the moment, so we're both being quite cautious as we go forward, but okay, that's good. He only gets 1 psychic power.
Well, you upgraded him to Warpath.
Yeah, he's a Warpath. I couldn't remember if you get an extra. You get an extra power that you know.
Cast. You know 2. You can cast 2.
Cheers to that. You're a much more experienced Orc player than me, so.
You say that. I did completely forget about the jump when I left that guy out exposed like that.
That is fair. Well, anyway, yeah. So for my second trick, there isn't really much I can do. I guess I'll put Fists of Gork on Zog just for giggles, really. So. 5, 6. I don't know if that goes off or not, actually. I'll have to get the card. Okay, it does go off in a 6. Fists of Gork does go off in a 6. I didn't know this because I've never used Fists of Gork before. I usually just use the Warpath instead. So yeah, okay, Zog's been enhanced. He now has +2 strength and +2 attacks. It's not going to come up. Well, unless something goes seriously wrong, that's not going to come up, really. But yeah, he's been buffed just for fun. Dan did mention that maybe I should have put it on the war boss over here before jumping him, and I nearly had a moment of, oh no, what have I done? That was so stupid there. And then I discovered that you actually have to have line of sight to put Fist of Gork on someone, unlike the jump. Weird, but there it is. So, Psychic Phase done. I'm going to have a little look down here and see what can actually see and what can actually shoot and stuff, because I'm probably going to lob some missiles and things at those Carnifexes. I'm just going to start the shooting phase with these 4 killer cans that can see across there. Hit on 5s, -1 to hit because of the Spore Assists. We got 2 hits, that's alright.
As a Daka.
And a Daka, yeah, you're right. Daka. Nice. 3 hits with the rockets. Strength 8.
Toughness 7.
3 to wound. 1 wound. I think it's
-2 on a rocket launcher.
-2, yeah.
So we are currently at with a 3-up save, but we've got +1 for being in cover because we're the High Fleet trait. So it goes to a 4-up, which I passed.
Lovely. Next it'll be the Big Mech with the shock attack gun.
Uh-oh.
We're shooting the Carnifex on my left here, by the way, just in case you were curious. So I'm going to roll 2d6 strength for his gun. 6. Okay. And it's 1 shot, and it's going to hit on a 6. Nope. Right. Cool. And then there's 2. Yeah, there's 2 freebooters here who can see as well. So they've got their snaz guns, and you check the rolls for them. 3 shots each, hitting on 6s because of the Spore Assists and moving with heavy weapons. So you get 1 hit and a Daka as well as a result of it. Whoa, cool. Alright, 2 hits, strength 6, it is wounded on 5s. 2 wounds, -2.
Okay, so same as before, it's a 4-up, effectively. They both go through.
Alright.
So that's 2 damage each, so 4 damage off that Carnifex. It's down to 4 wounds.
Wow, fair play, well done, guys. Oh, and
do they want to do it again?
Gun crazy show-offs. I finally remembered it, folks. I finally remembered. Yes! Oh boy, okay, right. Okay, let's try that again then. Also, in case anyone's pointing it out, yes, I forgot in the Psychic Phase the Weird Boy powers up with his powers based on the number of models nearby. Did forget that, yes. Luckily, it made no difference because there aren't... I didn't roll high enough to accidentally perils on that. So anyway, backtracking. Let's shoot again. 6 to hit. Nothing this time. That's fair enough, I think, really. So, okay. Put a dent in a Carnifex.
Not bad.
And that's the end of my shooting. So. Or is it? No, actually, my war boss over here's got a combi rocket launcher. Which, I think he'll just shoot everything at the Gene Stealers. So he'll fire the combi bit and the rocket launcher bit at them. So the rocket launcher, that is a miss, and the combi bit, I think it's 1 hit.
It's -1 because you fired the.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Half.
So yeah, no, it's a miss. Cool. Yeah, that's all the shooting done. Not a lot of shooting in this game so far, for obvious reasons. Nice. And well, okay, so I do have a couple of charges over here.
Yeah.
A couple of interesting ones. Let's start with the war boss, because he'd want to go first, wouldn't
Okay.
he, to be fair. So, let's go. With 4. With here we go, I could reroll 1 or both. Haven't measured it up exactly, but he should be 9 inches because of the jump.
This is true, he's 9.5 inches away.
Cool, brilliant. Alright. So I've got to reroll both. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so close, but so far.
Nope.
The boys.
They look approximately the same distance.
Well, that's double 1. I ain't gonna do it. Let's try that again. Nah. 4, 5, 6, 7. Nah.
Do it.
No charges there. They're a bit out
Good.
of breath, I suppose. Okay. Well, that ends the turn pretty abruptly, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess it does.
Okay, let's go look at my objectives. Well, I secured 6. So that's 1 point. We're 1 all each now. I'm going to keep Assassinate for now, and I'm going to discard Defend Objective 2 because it's right there. And, yeah, sod that. So that's going in the bin. And we're going to go back to Tyranids for their turn 2. Alright folks, it's the objectives for the Nids. They've got Swarm, Secure Objective 6 and Devour. Secure Objective 6 still not going to happen. That's all the way at the back behind my weird boy. Swarm though, score 1 victory point if you control more objective markers than your opponent at the end of the turn. I only control 2. So
That should be doable.
that should be doable. That's a virtually guaranteed, hopefully, victory point there. And Devour, might get around to doing that this turn.
Ideally.
See. Also, First Blood is still up for grabs because in this old classic, in air quotes, scenario
Classic from 2 years ago.
yeah, First Blood is just the first unit to be destroyed in the entire game. It's like First Strike, which has to be done in the first turn. So that's still up for grabs as well as we go into the movement phase for the bugs. Alright folks, it's the end of the bugs movement phase and this is how things look. Carnivexes charged around the furthest end down here past those pipes. Bugs swarming forward in general, particularly these termagants here who've moved up to that objective. You spent a command point advancing them,
Yes, because they were somewhat bottlenecked and being in the way, so I've advanced them up to make sure they A, get onto the objective, and B, get a few shots in at those orcs.
Lovely.
Probably. But
Good.
yeah, they've moved so he can get up further and he can do some fun stuff.
Acid spray things, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Also, the Rippers have come scuttling out from over
Yes.
the deck plates, haven't they?
Yes, I learned from my mistake of leaving
Yes.
things exposed for potential jumping and deep striking death threats. So
Yeah.
we're providing a bit of screen. Plus those guys are making sure I'm holding a third objective.
They
So,
are, yeah.
I will definitely get swarm.
Brilliant. And Gene Stealers are right up in the
Yep.
face of these boys here. And the Broodlords come with them too.
They
So.
advanced although they didn't really need to.
Yeah, exactly. So, imminent combat there. Those boys may be regretting some of their life decisions very soon. I don't know. We'll see. And that's all she wrote for the movement, right?
Yep. We're now on to the psychic phase.
Psychic time. What do we want to start
I'm
with?
going to start over here with this dude.
Yep.
Broodlord's going to cast Catalyst on the injured Carnifex, try and make him slightly more annoying for you to deal with.
Okay.
I think that'll do it. It's on a 6. Yep. So
Lovely.
that's that, unless she's within 24 inches and you want to try and deny. I don't think he is.
I doubt it. I very much doubt it.
Cool. In that case, we'll move over to the other one.
Over at the other end, in this little room here.
Yep. He's going to try and cast the horror on the boys again.
Very good.
Fails.
Fails. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's interesting. Alright then.
I am, however, going to spend a command point on Power of the Hive Mind, which allows me to do an additional psychic power.
Ah, right. Okay.
And he's going to smite your war boss.
Oh no! Because I'm the closest guy, aren't I?
That's a 10.
That's a 10. That's definitely happening. Can I deny?
You are within 24 inches, so you can try and deny. But
Let's-
you will need an 11.
Let's give it a try. No.
Nope. Good out. D3 mortal wounds. Just the one.
Just the one. Okay. We can live with that. 5 wounds left on the war boss already. Okay. Shooting. We're going to start with this Tyranid warrior over here who
Yep.
can see the venom cannon with the venom cannon against these
I
guys.
have got 3 in there, but 2 of them are blocked by this big lump.
Yeah, the big fella. He's a bit in
So D3 shots from a venom cannon at killer can. 3.
the- Okay.
Hit on 4s because they're warriors. 1 hit. It's strength 8. It wounds. It's -2 and it's D3 damage.
Jumpity jumpity. 5 up save. No.
Okay, D3. 2.
2 wounds down. 3 remaining on one of these cans. I guess the guy at the back. There we go. Right.
Let's move swiftly on to the heavy venom cannons.
Okay.
They're both going to fire at the cans. But I'll do them one at a time because reasons, I don't know. 3 shots from the first one.
Nice.
In on 3s because they're Carnifexes with the enhanced senses.
Okay.
Winning on 3s, strength 9. No. Second one, 1 shot, misses.
Alright then. I expected to have a couple of dead cans there, but fair enough.
I was hoping to kill one, yeah.
Alright then. Tyranid next, firing everything at these boys. Made the acid spray.
Start the acid spray. 2d6 automatic hits. 11.
Ugh. Okay. That was a really good dose of acid spray there. I think you judged that perfectly.
Okay, so we're winning on 3s.
That's not bad at all.
There you go. That's 9 wounds at minus 1, so 9 dead orcs.
Oh yeah. T-shirt saves. Okay.
You're not Space Marines today.
I'm not, am I? And the Stinger Salvo's missed, and I did remember to roll for the Pain Boy saves. We've still lost 9 in total. Some of the Termagants here fire with the Devourers of the boys.
Yep.
And we've still lost 9 in total as a result of that, plus the Pain Boy save being remembered. And the rest of the Devourers actually killed a cat.
They got very lucky.
It took the 3 wounds off it.
Remember they advanced, so they're hitting on 5s and wounding on 5s there.
Yeah, and I just rolled 3 absolutely amazingly terrible saves, so...
It was good, that.
Dead can, there we go. They will have to take a morale test now. Because that's how killer cans work, that's quite funny. Yeah, not a bad shooting phase.
Cool, we'll take that.
I'll need to remember these guys for morale purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so now charge phase. This is where it gets extra nasty. So where are you charging? Just over here? Or?
Just over here is where it's happening.
Okay.
So effectively what's happening is the Genestealers are charging both units, and then the Broodlord's charging in against. I mean, he might as well charge both. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because there'll be no Overwatch against him because they're definitely getting in.
Okay. Well, who's going first?
The Genestealer, because they're in the way.
Well, yeah. Sorry, for some, it's the movement trays. It's making me think there's 2 units there.
Oh no, there's one big unit.
Yeah. Anyway,
I say big. It's only 12.
Okay, G-Steelers first. I'll just fire a load of pistols at you instead.
Yes.
Okay, so I rolled 23 shots from sluggers plus a grenade on Overwatch there, and not a single 6 was rolled, so that was beautiful.
Literally none.
Absolutely none whatsoever. So the Genestealers and the Broodlord are all in. Broodlord's managed to sneak in the middle there because coherency is still maintained there. That's 2 inches.
Yep.
He's just small enough to squeeze in that gap. So,
or rather, it would be if the movement trays weren't a fraction of an inch either way. Above,
yeah, basically.
You know what I mean?
So this half of the Genestealers have piled in around the War Boss, and the other half are piling into the boys. So,
well, there's 5 here and 7 there. So
right, gotcha. So slightly more than half into the War Boss.
Yep. Gonna get him.
Cool.
So here's on the boys first. They're getting 4 attacks each because there's more than 10 of them. And they're hitting on 2s because the Broodlord's there. And these ones are going to attack with their Scything Talons, so they're re-rolling 1s.
Lovely.
But they won't ignore your armour save.
No.
Here we go. 4 1s. Okay, so that's that many hits.
Oh boy. And then wounded on 4s.
Wounding on 4s. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 saves, please.
9 saves. 6 up. I save 3.
Oh, maybe I should have used the running clause.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boys dead. So that's a tray.
Oh,
and 1.
Tray's coming in handy.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Lovely.
Cool. And there's the Genestealers using their rending claws on the War Boss.
On the War Boss, yes.
And then the remaining 2, if he's still alive, will be using their acid maws. Okay, so 2s with no reroll. That's better.
It's pretty good.
So we need 5 to wound him though.
He's a tough old boot,
But
isn't
6s will go straight through his armour.
he? Yeah.
Okay, so 2 straight through the armour.
So 3 wounds left
And
to
then
start with.
3 at -1.
And 3 5 ups. That's a dead war boss.
Awesome.
Dead. It's also first blood, I think.
I think it is.
And you've done your signature move, haven't you? Feed a tendrils. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've sucked what little brains he had out. That's all right. Painboy can fix it. We'll put a squid brain in there or something.
See if you had anything worthwhile in there.
Yeah, gain D3 command points.
2. So I effectively gained 1.
Effectively gain 1 because it costs you 1. Yeah. So
I'll take it.
That's not bad. You managed to squeeze a command point out of that head somewhere, which amazes me, frankly. But there it is.
Cool.
Very nice.
Do you want to spend 2 command points to interrupt with the boys?
I've got 6. Yeah, I might as well. I've got Power Claw in there. I might be able to batter the Broodlord with. Change my mind. Not going to, because I can't actually pile that many boys in on account of the doorway. So it wouldn't be a very effective use of 2 command points there. So I'm just going to let the Broodlord do his thing. Speaking of which.
Alright, so he's got 6 attacks. Hit on 2s.
Mm-hmm.
5 hits. He is strength 5, so he's going to hit on 3s, and the monster's running course, so he can re-roll, which is useful. Okay, so that's 3 just dead.
3 dead boys.
Minus loads.
1, 2, 3, and you really don't need the tray anymore. There we go. Okay. I guess I'll fight back now then.
Yep.
I'll go with the knob first with his Power Claw, because he's right at the
on the
front
Gene
there.
Stealers?
He is going to... there's pointy arms and stuff in the way, but I would like to pile them into the Broodlord.
Well, he's definitely within an inch of a guy who's within an inch of the Broodlord. So
Oh yeah, that's true. Alright, well that Broodlord it is then. So 3 Power Claw attacks, hit on 4s. 2 hits. Strength 8. 10, because he's a knob, yes.
Because he's a knob, you win on 2s.
Lovely! 2 wins.
Right, 2 5-up saves. Failed on both. I'm going to use a command point on one of them.
Are you?
Yes, because you could theoretically kill him. He's only got 6 wounds.
Right.
That's a 4, so it's a failure.
Okay.
That's the extra command point I got out of that.
2d3 damage. That'd be 3, 4, 5.
Okay, he's got 1 wound left.
I'll take that. Yeah, as many of the boys as possible are going into him as well. I should have declared that beforehand, but it would have definitely been the case.
That's fair.
If I can salvage this situation by killing the Broodlord in the process, I think I'd like to do that. So whoever can hit the Broodlord will. The rest will be hitting Gene Stealers. 3 of them can hit the Broodlord. So that's 9 attacks and okay, well 2 hits then. Well, 3 hits. Sorry, I'm not actually horrified this turn, am I?
Nope.
So 3 hits and 4s to wound.
5s to wound.
5s to wound. Alright, no!
He's toughness 5.
Oh yeah, because I'm attacking the Broodlord, not the...
Yep.
Alright, yeah, nothing done there.
And then you got 2 on the Gene Stealers.
And I do have another 2 attacking the Gene Stealers. So... right. 4 hits. 2 wounds. 2 of them reflex, invulnerable, save thingies, whatever you call them.
Yep. Lightning reflex, I think. 2 dead.
Yeah, I killed 2 Gene Stealers. I'm bitterly disappointed I didn't get the Broodlord, that's such a shame. Alright. Okay, morale phase is definitely a thing for me. Oh, yes indeed.
Well, I hope so.
Let's have a look. Alright, hold the phone. It's not over yet. I'm going to use for 3 CP the stratagem I forget the name of, but it lets my boys fight again. So that's what I'm going to do. They're going to fight again. And yeah, it's the same as before. Everyone who could slap the Broodlord is going to try and slap the Broodlord. So we're going to start with the boss knob.
Okay.
And he's going to hit on 4s. He hits once this time. That's potentially enough. Wounds on 2s. He wounds.
5 up to save. No.
No.
Broodlord has died.
Yeah, it was a 1, but anyway, yeah, still dead. He only had 1 wound left, thankfully.
I'm going to spend 2 command points on Death Frenzy so that he can fight again.
Yummy.
But you might as well do your 2 boys on the Gene Stealers.
That's
before
true.
we get too carried away.
So that's another 6 attacks on the Gene Stealers. And that's 4 hits. 2 wounds.
5 ups. No, 2 more die.
2 more dead gene stealers. There we go.
No.
Now your Broodlord's gonna...
What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the one that's incoherency here.
Ah, gotcha. So,
God damn it!
I want to go too! There we go, folks.
Stupid gene
I
stealers.
think you finally got tired of the movement traits.
They're still there, just about.
Alright, so now the Broodlord fights these boys here.
Yes. All hit. 1, 2. Okay, that's 5 dead.
5 dead boys.
Probably
So that
worth 2
is
command points.
another tray of boys gone. Leaves those guys left.
That might cause you morale problems.
Might cause morale problems. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so the extra boys killed by the Broodlord as it died means that the rest of them legged it. Fair enough, I don't blame them. But 3 CP to kill a Broodlord, I'm happy with that. I can't endless green tide these guys, but never mind. Yeah, I could do that with another unit potentially later on anyway. So I've still got those 3 CP remaining in my pocket. And let's go look at the other morale related stuff, because we lost a killer can and we lost some boys as well. Now, these boys are fine because of mob rule. And as for the cans, well, one thing I discovered is that cans explode. So I do actually need to roll to see if this one exploded earlier.
Nope.
No, he didn't. Good. And now roll to leadership for them because they're leadership 6. I lost a guy, so...
Nope.
No, they're fine. Good. The Grots are feeling brave. They're leadership 6 when they're in cans. I think you said they were 4 when they're not.
Yeah.
So yeah, they feel a bit braver when they're in the cans. Okay, cool. Cool. That did hurt a bit.
That's the end of the turn now.
That is the end of the turn, and
Points.
points and things, because we both scored points this turn.
Yeah.
We did. So the Nids got Swarm. How did you get for that?
It's just 1 point.
Just 1 point, okay. And
Devour
Devour.
is just 1 point, so only killed 1 thing in the fight phase. That's
And
2 points there.
You got first blood.
And I got
as well.
first blood. Pushed me up to a total of 4 points, including the 1 from last turn.
4 points for the bugs.
Um,
I got Assassinate. Because I killed a character in your turn. Yay. 3 CP well spent, in my opinion anyway. So yeah, I got a point as well, which puts me on 2 or 3. 2, I think. Yeah. So, you're way ahead of me on the points. Let's see what I can do to make that up in Orcs turn 2. Alright, here's the Orcs' new objective. Secure 5, defend 3, and secure 4. Defend 3 and secure 4, both virtually impossible, unfortunately, but secure 5. 5 is right in the middle here at this little crossroads, so that I can at least have a bash at. That's all there is to say, really. Let's do the movement. Okay, folks, it was a long movement phase from the Orcs of lots of umming and ahhing from me, but we finally did it. Pretty much everything's piling off in this direction here. We're ignoring the left side of the battlefield, including that little unit of gene stealers there.
Scared.
Yeah, a little bit. Saw a few of the boys running back that way, past that, through that doorway, and just thought, oh, maybe we should go the other way. So that's what they've done, basically.
From their perspective, it was a bit Scooby-Doo over there.
It was really a little bit. They just, across that gap, just saw a bunch of them running past. Yeah. The Death Dreads have arrived. They've teleported in here, which only this guy can get a 9-inch charge into these Carnifexes, potentially. The other one will have to roll a bit higher than that. That's only if he's very lucky. But then again, I do have the ramming speed stratagem. So there's that. I thought about using Endless Green Tide, and then I realised I couldn't because I hadn't lost more than 50% of this unit of boys. So they're just charging up on through the centre. Probably going to smash into some termagants in the charge phase, hopefully. They need a lot of Overwatch though. Ugh. Knobs have climbed up onto this crate here. They might be able to get a charge down there because they're within range of the War Boss's War ability. And this blob of boys is headed this way. However, they might be getting to jump by the Weird Boy somewhere more useful. But we'll see about that in the psychic phase. The cans are moving up this way. The cans are kind of more heading that way. I want to fire most of their rocket launchers at the Tyranid, I think. That's the plan anyway. And the flash kits are basically stuck at the back with the big mech. Not really able to do an awful lot because they had to make room for the Dey'z to arrive, basically. So, but they might be able to do. I think these three might be able to shoot some rounds down there at the Carnifexes, perhaps. We'll see. Do some measuring up and stuff. But that'll be the shooting phase. Right now is the psychic phase. So, I'm going to start with. I don't think there's anything I can smite from where he is there?
18 inches for a smite. He's just in range of those.
Can he see them there?
That is a different question entirely.
Let me check. Right, he doesn't have line of sight on those termagants on account of Zog being in the way. He's also not in Shadow of the Warp range either, which is nice. So, Fists of Gork and the War Boss again on a 6. That's a 5, but they'll easily pass thanks to the...
Plus loads.
Plus loads, basically. I can't remember what that rule's called, but you know what I mean. And now the jump on these boys. Don't know where I'm going to send them. Right, so after some thinking and some measuring,
It's dangerous, that.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Moving these guys out of the way does leave some characters at the back here exposed from sneaky gene stealers, and I just can't fit them anywhere that's amazingly useful right now. Dan screened out really, really well here. The only real option was sticking them all the way over there, which would be kind of interesting, I guess, but that leaves me with very few boys in the middle, and I think I would prefer to have them take up the rear guard here, and then eventually when these boys inevitably are all dead, sending them through into the breach as well. And that's my decision. That's what I'm going to do. So no to jump, no second psychic power this turn. So let's go on to the shooting. I'm going to start my shooting with the killer cans here, firing all their rocket launchers at the Tyranid, because that thing's nasty and it needs to die or at least be damaged. So 5 shots from the grots, hit on 4s. Okay, everything missed.
Okay.
Good.
It would have been hit on 5s anyway.
Would have been hit on 5s.
This is the Mammoth Rope.
Oh yeah, that thing. Right, well, yeah. Anyway, no, everything missed. Regardless, these flash kits here, these two, they're going to fire at Carnifex at the back there. And the one guy here, this chap, the captain, in fact, he's going to fire at the wounded one. The reason I'm splitting that is because the wounded one has Catalyst on it at the minute. So, let's start with the two that aren't the captain, firing the Tyranid to the back. They did move, so hitting on 5s. Missed with everything.
Good.
And then the captain, he's got targeted squig, so he'll hit on 4s.
It'd be 5 since -1.
Right, yeah, I forgot about the score assist, so yeah. He does hit once though. Get it with a 5. To the 5. He does wound.
Okay.
-2.
Alright, so effectively 4 up save rather. Save.
Do they fire again? Going crazy shafts.
Yes.
They do. Alright, do the captain again. No. No. The other ones. 2 hits. Daka. Oh, okay.
4 hits.
4 hits.
Cheeky.
No wounds though.
Oh, alright, okay.
Sad times for the flash kits. Sad times in general for all of my shooting, actually. Pretty much everything over here advanced, so they can't fire any guns, which means that my shooting phase is now officially over. That thing's got a scorcher, but it's out of range. Goody gumdrops. Right, charge phase. This is where the action is really, though. So
Indeed it is.
first up, the cans are going to try and eat the Overwatch from these termagants. They're going in first, and that's a lot of Overwatch, so we're going to roll it off camera. No damage taken on Overwatch. The cans made it in with a massive 10-inch charge. I really wish I'd saved that for the Dey'z, but never mind. Boys next, unmolested, because the Overwatch has been shut down for the termagants. Thanks to the cans, they get a 6. That's more than adequate. I'm going to reroll that 2, just with Here We Go, just because I'd like to be able to move more around the corner, you know? Into a 1. Classic.
Excellent.
Okay. Well, that's a 5-inch charge either way, which is still good enough. So this is how things look after the boys made it in, and the knobs rolled a massive 12-inch charge straight down here into the termagants as well, so the knobs are getting stuck in. I've rolled a 10-inch charge now and a 12-inch charge, and I really needed both of those for these poor dreads here. So, right, the dreads up next. The dread at the front here charging. You're injured.
Okay.
Can't. Actually, well,
Both of them?
he's going to need a 9 to get that thing anyway. It's incredibly unlikely. That yeah, just charging that one.
Just that one. Okay. D3 shots. 1. Missed.
You need a 9 or more. 6. Here we go. And after it's here we go. That's painful. That hurts my soul. Alright.
Should use the strap.
I'll try the other one. It's going to need like a 10 or 11 or something stupid like that.
Could use the strap.
Could use it. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was totally going to use ramming speed, and I totally forget that. One moment, folks. Ramming speed. Here we go. Use the stratagem in your charge phase. Select an orc vehicle unit from your army. You can roll 3d6 when making a charge move with that unit into this phase. In addition, if the unit finishes a charge move of this phase, select an enemy unit within 1 inch of it and roll a d6 on a 2+. It takes d3 mortal wounds. And I would have actually tried to do it this way around because this is the greedy way to do it. I would have tried to get him in with here we go, and then use the 3d6 charge to get him in as well as a hand. He failed. So close, but he failed. So we're going to use ramming speed for 2 CP, leaving me with 1 left on the second Death Dread. You're going to overwatch me.
Yep.
Nothing. And I'm going to need another dice. Here we go, 3d6 charge.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, that's good.
I think that'll definitely do it. And then some. My boy's in. Get in. Well done. On a 2+, you take d3 mortal wounds. You do. d3 mortal wounds.
Oh,
3.
dear.
3 mortal wounds.
I have got Catalyst on, so
You
5
do,
up to
yes.
ignore. Ignore 1 of them.
So you take 2 wounds.
Down to 2 wounds left.
2 wounds left. Right, I should be able to finish you off now.
Yeah, I don't fancy his chances.
So, I'm going first with him, because the only thing you'd want to interrupt with is the Carnifex. So, let's see, he's got 4 attacks with his claws, and then 1 additional attack with his saw. So, let's do the 4 claw attacks, and these will hit on trees.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 3 hits. And this is strength times 2, so strength 10. So 3s again. 1 wound, AP minus 3.
Okay, so 6 up save. Nope.
3 damage.
5 ups.
Catalysts.
He's dead.
It is dead.
Just.
Hooray. And yeah, with that removed. You got any sneaky stratagems?
Not for that guy, no.
Okay, cool. So I will just.
Actually,
I was going to say I'll pile into something, but actually
No,
I think
he's
I'm
not
too
a
far
character.
away to pile in. So I guess I'll just stay there. Actually, no, we'll pile in because we're an orc. But I don't really gain much by doing it, so I'll just go 3 inches this way. There we go. Wah!
but not within an inch of the Carnifex.
No, indeed.
Fair enough.
Right then. You interrupting anyway?
No.
Good. All right. So let's go do some other stuff then. Boyd's first, I think. We forgot to mention at the start of the fight phase, guys, that Dan is using caustic blood on his termagants, so they're going to bleed acid blood all over me when I kill them.
Caustic blood?
Potentially.
Caustic blood?
Caustic blood, sorry. So that's the way to get some wounds on me, at least. Bearing that in mind. Anyway, on to the boys. And basically, these 7 boys plus the knob can attack the termagants. Many Gants are dead. And one of them managed to spray some acid back at me, but luckily the pain boy saved it. So, yeah.
Well, it was alkali.
It was
caustic,
yeah.
right?
It's caustic, so it's
So-
alkaline blood.
So he neutralised it for you.
Yes, he sprayed some acid on me and it's all fine now.
Yep, that's how it works.
Science! Yeah, you also took away the termagants from here so that my killer cannons can't fight now. Which makes me a very sad panda. So Gretchen, I'm really looking forward to that, you know. They were looking forward to bullying those termagants and you've ruined it.
Well, the
for them.
Orks got in there first, didn't they?
Alright, so it's the knobs next, basically. Alright, so these knobs are going to be hitting on 2s, killing on 2s, and the reason for that is because we're freebooters, and that killer can killed something, and it's within 24 inches of the knobs. So they're hitting on 2s now, and the boss knob with the claw is hitting on 3s. So, yeah, that's not bad. And to nobody's surprise, the knobs killed all the Gants. Did lose one of them to caustic blood, though.
Which was nice.
So, yeah. And then we piled in to the Tyrannifex.
Which wasn't nice.
Yeah.
So, at the very least, he does get to try and hit you.
He does.
He's currently got 4 attacks, hitting all 4s.
Very good.
2 hits. He's at strength 7, so 3's to wound. It's 1 wound.
1 wound.
It's hold on. Powerful -1 AP and 2 damage. So if you fail, it kills it off.
Ooh, that's better than I thought it would be. All right, then fine. 5 up save. Nope.
Got one.
They're dead. No, they're dead. No. That's just. Fine. Let's kill this one. Right. I'm overall. I mean, that didn't go quite according to plan, totally. But overall, I'm fairly happy with that fight phase.
My dead pile has got a bit bigger.
It has.
That's fair to say.
Quite significantly bigger, actually. So, right then. Very good. Any morale to do? I don't think so. Lost a couple of knobs. They're probably fine.
Yeah.
Leadership 7.
Technically, they could fail.
Leadership 7.
No, they're good.
No, that's a 2. They're fine. Yeah.
I think everything's fine.
Everything's good. Everything's good. Right then. Let's have a look at the objectives. So this turn I scored secure objective 5 because that's the one in the middle that's now covered in boys. Lovely, that's another point for me. And I'm going to discard secure objective 4 because I can't get over there anytime soon without de-jump, and I can't de-jump over there because there's Gene Stealers and Rippers screening everything out. So secure objective 4 is going in the bin, and I got 1 point for secure objective 5, which puts me on 3 points now. So Tyranid's still very definitely in the lead, but
By 1 point.
yeah, by 1 point, but I gave you a good punch in the nose in this turn. I feel much better about it now, so... Anyway, let's see what the bugs do in retaliation in Tyranid's turn 3. So, the new objectives. The Hive Mind has bestowed upon you behind enemy lines, which you definitely can get. Advance, which I don't think you want to, do you really?
Yeah, I mean, I could, but...
You don't want to, no. Because there's some valuable rippers, screenings and things back there.
Well, I could, but there's loads of boxes in the way. So
Yeah, that's true as well.
Tricky.
The traffic jam is immense right now on this battlefield.
Yeah.
And you've got domination, which, bizarrely enough, you reckon you can get.
I reckon I might be able to get it. It's controversial. It's controversial!
It's controversial.
But I might be able to get that sweet, sweet D3 plus 3.
You're basically you've got a cunning plan.
I have a cunning plan.
Okay, we're almost at the end of the Tyranid's movement phase, and over here, the Carnifexes are ganging up on that Death Dread.
I'll fight all of you. Come on then, if you think you're old enough. I've got a Scorcher, it's fine.
In the middle, Gene Stealers and Broodlords.
Yes, we're going to try and make some boys go away and the knobs go away.
Indeed.
There's an objective under there, and I want my Gene Stealers to secure it.
Right, gotcha.
That's the plan.
Okay, so that's one of the objectives you want to try and secure this turn.
This one's covered
One of the
by
back
the warriors
there.
who are kind of snaking around. A couple of them got onto the box in case they need to charge down onto knobs or whatever.
Very good.
Rippers on that one.
Yes.
Rippers advance onto that one.
Yes.
Only 2 left of those 2.
Now it's this is the cunning plan bit.
Gene Stealers are quick.
Gene Stealers are very quick. You need to get this, and you need to get this objective, both with the same unit. Now the way you're going to do this is you're going to move and advance them first. So let's go ahead and do that.
Right, advance roll. 4 is pretty good.
Okay.
That gives them a 12-inch move.
So the first move brings them to there. Now, here's the cunning part. Using the stratagem Metabolic Override, which the flare right now on the camera. There we go. Use this stratagem in your movement phase after moving a Tyranid's unit from your army. You can make a second move with that unit, including advancing if you wish. But when you do so, you must roll a dice for each model in the unit. For each roll of a 1, inflict a mortal wound on the unit. The unit cannot shoot or make a charge move this turn. Basically, your plan here is to daisy chain the Gene Stealers all the way between the 2 objectives. And the thing is, So we don't roll for advance again. We apply what you took before.
As I understand it, yes. I think this was in an FAQ a long time ago. But
Yes, FAQ says so. So you can make the move. You can do this, but the trick is you need to not roll any ones and roll for wounds.
I think
right?
I can afford one to die.
Okay.
I think.
So if more than one Gene Stealer dies here,
We might be in trouble. I have got command points though, so...
yeah.
Right, here we go. Any ones? 2 wild.
2 ones.
Well, I've got to re-roll one of them, haven't I?
Okay.
Not a 1.
It's not a 1. Okay, so 1 Gene Stealer has died from the metabolic overdrive. Now we've got to figure out if you can actually manage this. You should be able to, but let's see. He's only gone and bloody done it. There it is, folks. That one's within 3. That one's within 3 in the middle. That objective as well. Welcome to matched play, everybody. But anyway, well done. That is domination for you at the end of this turn.
Well,
Assuming you manage to...
this becomes extra critical.
Yeah, if you assuming you accomplish that, which I mean you probably will, but you know, we'll see what happens. All right, so that's the movement phase finally done. That was interesting stuff. All right, I salute you for that plan. That was genius. All right, shooting now. Okay, folks, the Tyranid warriors up there killed 4 boys. What I've killed here, leaving this one alive next to the pain boy, so that I can still benefit from the 6 except feel no pain, even though he's not even remotely in coherency right now. Welcome to match play. Alright, so now you're shooting my Death Dread with your
This guy is shooting that Death Dread.
Oh, this Death Dread. Oh,
Because I'm confident that one will die in combat.
okay. Go for it then.
He says now.
He says now. Yeah.
Right, D3 shots. 1. Hits. Wounds. It's -2 and it's a flat 3 damage.
5 up save. No. 3 damage. Yeah. They have 8 wounds.
Yeah.
So 5 wounds left. Put a little dice on you there, so.
Other one.
Other one? Yeah, you're right, sorry, other one. You just told me as well. I am such a moron.
Stop trying to cheat me out of wounds.
There we go, right. Before we head into the fight phase, doing things a little bit out of sequence now because you totally forgot your psychic phase, and that's my job. Stop stealing my job,
That's
Dan.
fair, yeah. Sorry. I
I'm-
will never forget my psychic phase again.
I'm going to let you go back and do it now. So you're basically
Cool.
casting Catalyst for the Broodlord on the Gene Stealers, yeah?
Yep.
So,
Passed with a 7.
with a 7, I will try and deny you my Weird Boy though.
Mm-hmm.
With a 6, no.
Okay.
Placement, no cigar.
On the Gene Stealers.
Very good. They've got a 5 up feel no pain now, and now we go into the charge phase. Starting the charge phase over here with old One Eye. He's definitely going to succeed with this charge, but I do get to shoot with a Scorcher in the face
Indeed.
first. So D6 sort of hits for 1.
Cool.
And it'll wound you on a 5, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a wound.
Okay.
Right, in you go.
Boop.
Boop.
Then the Carnivex's going to charge. I mean, that'll do it.
It will still do
it's
it.
technically a 3-inch charge because it's got adrenal glands.
Oh, right, okay, cool. Cool, gotcha. Right, so you go in like that.
No, that works.
Stupid sliding tiles get in the way. Alright.
Over here, he's going to do that.
Malanthrope is in. Is that Malanthrope?
Yep, it is the Malanthrope. He's going to dribble on you. And the Broodlord's going to do this.
He's charging into the knobs.
Charge like that. There we go. Don't fall over.
And then Eugene Stealers.
The Gene Stealers are going to charge. They're just going to charge the boys.
Just the boys.
Yep.
And yeah, again, they'll totally pass that charge, but I'm going to shoot you with some sluggers first. 10 slugger shots, not a single 6 was rolled. If there are gods of Overwatch, they hate me today, apparently, it seems. But them's the dice, that's what you get. Notably, these Gene Stealers are not charging, both because they don't want to and also because they can't, because of metabolic overdrive. So, in go those Gene Stealers. Where do you want to start?
This would be so much more difficult with those movement trays.
You would, yeah. You finally threw in the towel with the movement trays, didn't you?
Yep, so anyone who wrote turn 3 in the comments,
you win, yeah. Right, yeah. I can't interrupt. I've only got 1 command point left, so
excellent.
this is you can do this in any order you see fit. Well, to start the fight phase, I didn't bother to film it because it was an awful lot of attacks, and it was a pretty foregone conclusion. Those 2 Carnifexes, including old One Eye there, totally demolished that Death Dread. It is no more. It didn't even explode. Next up, it's the Broodlord attacking these knobs.
Okay, so 2's to hit. All hit. Strength 5, so 3's the wound, re-rolling. Okay, so those two are a flat 3 damage and -6 AP.
Okay, so you've just killed
so
two
that's
mobs.
2 dead. Those ones are -3 AP and D3 damage.
Alright, so
I guess through your armour as well.
Yep.
So I've killed 2, there's 2 left.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one doesn't die, then the second one will kill him, and then the last doesn't kill him. So there's one with 1 wound left.
One knob with 1 wound remaining, which will be the boss knob with the claw, I think.
That's fair.
I can extricate you from there somehow. Oh, come on. There we go. Yep, there we are.
With that in mind, we'll pile in. Hold on. There we go. We'll pile in with the Malanthrope.
Hey, Malanthrope. Here we go.
Let's see if we can finish him off. The 1 wound knob with the Malanthrope. He does in fact have 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits. He's strength 4, so wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. It's -1 and it's D3 damage.
Alright, 5 ups then. No, he's dead.
Excellent. That means prey adaptation takes effect. If the last model in an enemy unit is slain within 1 inch of a Malanthrope in the fight phase, all models in your army with the same High Fleet keyword as the Malanthrope may reroll hit rolls of 1 against all models with any of the same faction keywords as the slain enemy.
Jolly good.
So everyone is now within 6 inches of a Tyranid captain.
So basically, all these Gene Stealers are going to be re-rolling 1s and hitting on 2s with their attacks on the boys. Okay. And certainly not to my surprise, the Gene Stealers have wiped out that entire mob of boys. They're all dead. Everyone's dead, Dave. The one silver lining is you did have to pile into my cans in order to make that, to get the required number of attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So these 2 cans can fight back at least.
Well, you can pile in first and probably get another one in.
Oh yeah, probably. Well, yeah, okay, the cans can fight back, but all those boys are dead, and you've pretty much got that objective in the bag. So that's domination for you, really, no matter what happens now.
Unless those cans somehow kill all those Gene Stealers.
I doubt it somehow. So he'll pile in 3 inches like that, which will get him a bit closer. So 3 of them can fight. Right, okay. So we get on against these Gene Stealers with Catalyst on them. Yeah. Okay, got 2 cans with claws and 1 with a saw that can attack. We'll do the claws first. And these will hit on 5s, and they get extra attacks from Scrag'em, because there's more than 3 cans in the unit. So 1 hit. And just wounded on a 3.
No.
No, very good. And then the saw, which is 5 attacks. 1 hit. Doesn't wound.
Oh, well then.
Well done, cans. Well done. Alright, so that's the fight phase done. As far as I can see. Yep. Fight phase concluded. Morale.
I don't think there is any morale to take.
No, on account of you having wiped both of my knob squad and my boys squad.
Technically, my Gene Stealers over there have to take a morale test, but they can't fail.
These ones
Because
over here,
anyone has
yes.
died.
Very good. So that's the end of the turn. Let's look at the objectives. So you didn't get it behind enemy lines because the Gene Stealers at the back aren't wholly within my deployment zone.
This is correct.
You didn't get advance either.
Yep.
But you did get domination.
Yes, I did.
So this is D3 plus 3 victory points.
Here we go. It's the big 3.
So you got 6 victory points.
Yes.
So now I'm 10, I'm on 3.
That is correct.
Yikes. Alright then, you're not discarding either of these because you reckon they're both very achievable.
I think they're doable.
Very good. So you're keeping those. It's 10-3 to the bugs. Oh, how do I even come back from that? Maybe there's a way. Let's see. I'm going to be drawing 2 new objectives. Maybe they're good ones. Let's find out. Okay, so Orc movement phase. All is not yet lost. Besides, we're Orcs. We're going to keep fighting anyway. You could be like 20 victory points ahead of me and I'd probably keep going. So, here's the plan. So, Flash gets stayed still. Big Mech's moved around here, so we can get some shots with his shock, a shot with his shock attack gun at that Carnifex over here. He's probably going to miss, but it's worth a try. The Killer Cans have very cautiously stumbled backwards because, well, you know, just saw what happened to everything those Gene Stealers were attacking. They tried to fight back and killed absolutely nothing, so yeah, they're moving back. It's mostly so that the Flash Kids can shoot all those Gene Stealers. Really, that's why I'm doing it. Over here, these Orks are about to ruin these Gene Stealers' day. The Weird Boys shuffled a little bit over this way. The Pain Boys joined the Boys. And the last, probably most important bit, aside from this Death Dread moving up here to get an easy charge on that Carnifex, the last, probably most important bit is Zog, the War Boss. Because he is going to get jumped in the Psychic phase, and I shall explain why, because I've just realised I don't think I filmed the objectives. I've still got Defend Objective 3, which is meh. But I drew Secure Objective 2, which I can't really do. It's over by those warriors there. However, I got no prisoners. Score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed during a turn. If between 3 and 5 enemy units were destroyed during a turn, score D3 victory points instead. If 6 or more enemy units were destroyed during a turn, score D3 plus 3 victory points instead. I don't think I can do 6. I'd be very surprised if I did 6. I'm looking at it right here and I'm thinking, no, I don't think I can do 6. But, however, 3 to 5, we can do that, maybe. I think it's get me some victory points. And part of the plan is to jump Zog over here, where he's going to charge Old One Eye, hopefully, smash Old One Eye to bits. Bearing in mind, Zog, I am going to, before I jump him, I'm going to cast Fists of Gork on him to power him up. And also his Warlord trait is brutal but cunning, so he's even extra powered up in close combat. So, my hope is that he can give Old One Eye an absolute walloping. And if he doesn't, he might nearly kill Old One Eye, and hopefully with his super cyborg body and his mega armor, he can actually maybe survive the return attacks. So it's a gamble. But Zog might be able to bag himself an Old One Eye trophy. So I think we'll give it a go. So with that, we're going to go into the Psychic phase. Okay, folks, it's that very important Psychic phase. Going to start with Fists of Gork on the War Boss. Needing a 6 for this. Getting a +2, I think, to this, because I've got 20 odd boys here within 9 inches of him. So here we go. 5, 6, 7. So just go off on a 7 in total. I am within denial range though, so.
I'm saving my deny.
Yeah, you're saving it. You're saving it for the jump, basically.
Yes.
I've also got 1 command point left I can spend on this if I need to. So.
I've got 7.
Good lord, that's what you get with the double battalion, isn't it?
Yep.
Alright, so now to jump on the War Boss. This is a very important bit. Let's go. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8.
Do you want to roll that too?
It's tempting, isn't it? Let me think. What else might I need that command point for? Not reroll on the charge, because he's got Here We Go. He doesn't need to spend command points on his charges. So I'm gonna just to try and make sure this happens. I'm gonna reroll this 2 into a 1. I'm sure it's gonna happen.
1.
Into a 4, so a 10 in total.
Well, I'll try and deny. That's not a denial.
What did you roll in total?
That's a 7.
A 7.
So I theoretically could command point the 2 and get an 11, but I don't think it's worth it.
Would you have denied me then if I'd not re-rolled that? Just thinking. 6, 7, 8. No, you didn't beat an 8, did you?
I would have had a better chance of re-rolling.
You would have, yeah. So that was worth doing basically. So I've got no command points left, but I'm fine with that. And now Zog is going to hop into a portal and reappear somewhere over there, I think. And poof, there he is.
Oi, Old One Eye. I heard you was a tough kid. Let's see how tough you actually are. Whoa!
Right, now hopefully he's going to make his charge, otherwise this is going to be just comical.
Yep.
But anyway, part 1 of the plan has succeeded at least. Now I need to go on to my shooting phase and also Where did I put the card? There it is. He also has Fists of Gork. And Brutal but Cunning. Need to remember that. We are in the shooting phase. All of these sluggers in this squad fired at these Gene Stealers and killed one of them. So that's okay. We're off to a start. Now Zog is going to fire his combi shooter at these Gene Stealers. He has a combi Scorcher type deal. But unfortunately, he's out of range with the Scorcher. So just the gun bit at the Gene Stealers. One hit, no Daka, unfortunately though, because he's an index choice, which is sad times.
A thing, maybe.
I don't think he has Daka.
No, they gave it to all the Forge World ones.
Yeah.
I don't think they went back to the index choices.
I don't think they gave it to no.
Which
so,
is silly.
It is very silly, but there it is.
Silly, but it is match play, so yeah.
4 to wound. He does wound, and that was a roll.
Save.
Fair enough. Okay. Now it's going to be the cans can't shoot because they fell back. This thing doesn't have any guns, and now it's going to be the big mech with a shock attack gun against this Carnifex here. Mm-hmm. Hitting on 6. No.
Does it not have multiple shots?
I think it only has the one.
I thought it was like D6 shots or something.
If it's D6 shots, I've already done it wrong at least once in this game. Uh-oh! Alright, okay, for some reason I thought it was one shot from shock attack gun. It's not. It's D6 shots. Don't know why. I don't know why I thought that. I can't explain it. So let's try that again. 4 shots. And strength of this thing is 2d6 strength. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not more than 10 or more though, so no mortal wounds.
It is more than 7 though.
It's more than 7, yes. So these are wound on 3s.
We need to hit first.
We need to hit first, yeah. Which I did once.
Okay.
Dagger. No, it's just one hit. Which will wound on 3. No, 2.
Cool.
Damn. Alright, now it's going to be the Flash Gits firing at Gene Stealers. Look at that. And the Flash Gits gunned down 4 Gene Stealers. Could have been more, really, but unfortunately the captain fluffed his shots magnificently. However, do they fire again with gun crazy shafts? No, they don't. Not this time. So, that's all my shooting, which brings us into the charge phase, which will begin with this Death Dread charging that Carnifex there.
Okay.
So,
D3 shots. 1.
I do make the charge.
Funnily that. Missed.
It misses, right, okay. There's lots of appendages in the way here, but anyway, they're in. So yes, and rawr, yes, that looks very cool.
There we go.
Okay, cool. The boys over here, would you look at that?
Enough,
they're in.
They're in.
The weird boy will join them. Yep. The pain boy might as well try and join them as well. With a 4, I don't think he will. Here we go. Yeah, you're right. Good point. Okay, yeah. So yeah, great stuff. Good. Right. Okay. That is all of the charges except for Zog. Zog.
Need a 9.
Zog, you need a 9, my dude. Make it happen. For Gark and Mark. Yes. Let's turn you around. Let's make it slightly more dignified. There we go.
Yep.
All right then. Oh yes. Okay, I'm excited now. Okay, folks, because Dan's got 7 command points left for interrupting with, we need to do Zog first. Now, this crazy Yahoo right now, because of Fists of Gork, he's got 6 attacks, and he will hit on 3s, and because of Brutal but Cunning, he will re-roll all failed hits, well, all hits that I want, including the 2s, so even the re-rolls before modifiers doesn't apply in this situation. I can re-roll the 2s as well, from his Power Claw. So he'll hit on 3s, re-rolling everything. He'll then wound on 2s, because he's strength through the roof right now.
Strength 16, I think.
Yes,
With the Power Claw.
Strength 16 with the Power Claw and Fists of Gork and all that. And then if he gets through, he will do D3 plus 1 damage because he charged and Brutal but Cunning is a thing. So,
What you got?
6 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling everything. He hits with everything.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Wounds on 2s now.
Mm-hmm.
2 1s. Disappointing. Alright. 4 successful wounds. -3.
6 up saves. Pass 1. So that's 3d3 plus 3.
3d3 plus 3 damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10
That's
damage. Old One Eye
That's
is.
enough.
Wow.
I am, however, going to spend 2 command points on Death Frenzy
I thought you might.
because he's a character, so he's going to attack you back.
Right then. Well, he's toughness 5. He's got a 2+ save. And he's got a 5+ ignore wounds because of his cyborg body.
Let's see what happens, shall we?
And he's got 7 wounds in total as well, so he hits like a truck, and he's pretty durable too. So let's see. But this is Old One Eye, to be fair. So
He is a bit of a beast.
yes. Okay, let's go.
Okay, 5 attacks hitting on 2s because he's got a +1 for being next to himself. They all hit.
Right.
Strength 7 with the scything talons.
Yeah.
So 3's to wound. That's 4 wounds, -3,
4 wounds at -3. So
and each is a flat 3 damage.
he has a 5 up save because he's
In mega armor, yeah.
in Mega Armor. Yep. He makes 1.
Okay, that's 9 damage.
9 damage. All right. So need more dice. And 9. And he's able to ignore these on 5s with this super cyborg body, and I'm dropping dice everywhere. So he ignores 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 go through. He's not dead. He has 1 wound remaining.
Right, then we've got the Thresher side.
Now you've got the pressure side.
The tail!
The
D3 attacks.
whippy tail.
3 of them.
Uh-oh.
Hits on 2s. Just the 1. Wounds on a 5. No.
No. So,
He lives with 1 wound left.
ladies and gentlemen, oops. Zog, the war boss, versus Old One Eye. Zog apparently wins in that scenario. Zog beats Old One Eye. Zog beats everything! Wah! Well, folks, from that fight over to this one. You're spending 2 CP to interrupt, and you're spending another CP for voracious appetite.
Yes.
Yeah. So, use this stratagem in the fight phase. When a tuneless monster or character from your army is chosen to attack, you can reroll all failed wound rolls for that model until the end of the phase against my Death Dread with only 5 wounds left. So,
Okay, so we 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s now because there's no Old One Eye next to it.
yep.
But I'm rerolling 1s because it's Scything Talons. Okay, so that's 3 hits.
Okay.
And we're winning on 5s, as we previously found out. It's strength 6 against stuff at 7, but it's rerolling because of that.
Yep.
Okay,
enough.
there you go. They're all -3 and they're 3 damage, so please fail 2 of them.
Okay. 6s. No.
Does it
3, 6,
explode?
9. Does it go kaboom? I hope so. No. So the Death Dread is torn to shreds.
Get off.
There we go. But, whatever. Nothing I could have done about that, really. So, now we're going to move over there. Alright, to cut a long story short, the Geniuses are all dead. The boys murdered them, which made me feel good. So,
They are coleslaw now.
yeah, pretty much. That's the end of my turn. That's it. We're done here. I only killed 2 units. I didn't kill 3. So no D3 victory points for me.
But one of them was the Warlord.
One of them was a warlord, so that's nice. Alright, so I got no prisoners. That's 1 point. Didn't get to kill 3 things, which makes me a little bit sad, but we got a point for that. Got a point for Slay the Warlord as well, so that's 2 points. That brings me up to 5 points.
I think so.
Secure Objective 2, I did not get. Defend Objective 3, I'm not even close to getting. I'm going to discard Defend Objective 3.
Yeah, I would.
And we'll keep Secure Objective 2. It's equally, almost equally unlikely to get, but I can only discard 1 per turn. So, right then, let's see what the Tyranid's going to do next. So as we're going to turn 4 here, the bugs are running away with the points, but here are their new objectives anyway. Hold the line and behind enemy lines and advance. So some very contradictory, some mixed messages from the hive mind here.
Yep.
But yeah, you can get 1 or 2 of these, can't you, right?
I can try.
So not that you need the points, but every little helps.
We can definitely get hold the line.
Yes.
And then presumably we can get advance next turn.
Yep. Behind enemy lines, you could potentially get this turn with this Carnifex if you went over there, but you've already pretty much spelled out that you want to go that way instead. I can't imagine why. So yeah, let's go into the movement. That's the turn 4 movement phase for the bugs done. This is how things look. Carnifex stomped in the general direction of my war boss. Meanwhile, these Gene Stealers have charged all the way down here. Are they going to be charging the cans, or are they charging?
We'll see what's left of the cans.
Yeah, because you're lining up an acid spray on the cans right
Yes.
now. Yes.
Yeah, it's glorious.
These cans probably aren't long for this world, it looks like to me.
Yep.
So yeah.
So notably, I'm playing for Hold the Line at this stage.
Yep.
They didn't get a good enough advance to get behind into my deployment zone, so they're in. The warriors are in, so I had to advance my Broodlord all the way back around here to go stand and be the 3rd unit.
Right, so
Which is fun.
the hive mind's pulling back some of its more vital assets because
Apparently so.
quite clearly it seems to think the day is won. I don't blame it,
But it ain't over yet, alright?
Evidently not.
Ain't over till I says it's over.
There's still some green on this battlefield.
there definitely is.
Still some biomass to absorb.
Some fungus. Okay, right.
We have a psychic phase.
You do, you remembered it this time. Well done.
Yeah, see. He is just in range for Catalyst on the Gene Sealers, which is what he's going to do. Yep.
Alright then. You're not in denial range, not even
No,
slightly, and
close.
that was a ridiculous roll anyway.
Cool. Shooting phase.
Okay. That kind of fix over there?
That kind of effects. So, I am tempted to just shoot Zog in the face with the heavy venom cannon
How could you?
because it's funny. Or do I want to hit him?
It's up to you.
It's a tough one. Let's shoot him first, then hit him
Alright then.
potentially. D3 shots, 2 shots, hitting on 3s, 1 hit. Strength 9, so it's still winning on 3s. That's a wound.
That is a wound.
It's -2, so you'll get a
4 up
4
save.
save.
Yeah.
Gotta try harder than that, you stupid bug.
It's just warming you up.
That might be his famous last words at this point, but hey. Okay. Acid spray next time.
Acid
isn't it?
spray, right. So the Tyranids is, he didn't move so he can fire twice.
Yep.
And I'm going to play with my last 2 command points, Pathogenic Slime, which increases his damage by 1 for all of his shooting attacks.
Cool. So there's no kill like overkill, basically.
And everything is going into the killer hands because we're going to try and... They're in the way, so we're going to get rid of them.
Okay.
Basically is what happens.
46 auto hits coming up. That's quite a lot of them.
Isn't it just? Right, so I'm strength 7. So I'm winning on 3s against killer cans.
Yeah, they took up to 5.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. That's
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds. It's -1, and it's going to be D3 plus 1 damage.
okay. -1, so 4 ups.
Oh, that was a nice roll.
That was pretty good actually, yeah. So 3 failed.
Okay, so D3 plus 1. So that's 4.
4.
They
So
got 5 wounds each, haven't they?
they do, yes.
So that one kills 1, whatever. And then the last one, that's 3 D3. So 2 wounds on the last one.
2 was the last one. Right,
So 1 dies, 1 takes 2 wounds. That was fairly uneventful.
1 goes kaput. Which one do I want that to be? One of the claws, I think. So that one goes. Well, I'm down, so remember to do morale. And another one is down to 2 wounds remaining.
Okay. We do still have the Stinger Salvo to go in though.
Which is the other claw, there it is.
So,
And the Sting Salvo.
hitting on 4s. Okay, and it's strength 5, so wounding on 4s. That's 2 wounds, it's -1 and currently 2 damage.
Saves 1, fails 1. That's another cannon gone.
Hey!
Sorry, I just knocked one of your Gene Stealers.
Okay.
There we go. Back up there. Right. And all that brings us into the charge phase. There is only going to be 2 charges. One, Carnifex into Zog. And the other, which is the Gene Stealers into the cans. In both cases, we've got some Overwatch to do. Starting with Zog. Shooter, Harvest Combi Shooter. No. And the Scorcher. 4 auto hits. This is strength 5. So
Yes.
we'll need you on 5s.
Just the 1.
Just get the 1.
It is -1.
Yep.
Failed to save.
1 damage.
7 left.
Very nice.
Oh look, he's in.
And here's the crucial bit. Do you do any mortal wounds?
That is a very crucial bit.
Because the 1 mortal wound would...
4 up, mortal wound. No.
No, okay. Right. Now the cans. There's 3 left standing with 3 rockets. With no hits.
Oh look, they're in.
That wasn't much of a charge, was it really?
Nope.
And that's what the Gene Stealers look like after they're charged, with one of them staying back within Synapse range in case any morale issues arise. I don't think it's very likely, but you never know. So, you start...
No command points anywhere, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I can't interrupt, so...
Let's start here so we can build tension.
Very good.
Here are the attacks. Hitting on 3s now.
Many rending claws.
Yeah. Come here, you.
Seen better rolls.
I have as well. So 5s to wound, 6s to be nasty. Okay, so that's 1 save of -1 and 3 -4s or whatever. So
Right, so that is 1 4-up, which is failed.
So 4 wounds total.
Okay. One of them's still alive with a wound remaining. So put it on the one of the drills. There we go. Okay.
And then the Carnifex.
Then the big event, the main event over here.
Here you go, Zog. Have some of this. Wait, I'm not an Orc. 3,
heart you
4
are.
hits because it's charging. I get +1.
Ah.
Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. Only 2 wounds. It's -3 though, so you're on 5s.
Forward saves. Come on, Zoggy. Yeah.
All right. Not over yet. He's got his tail.
Okay.
3 attacks. 1 hit.
Okay.
Strength 4, so he needs 5 to wound. No.
Yeah. All right then. So it's my turn to retaliate.
Carnifex is in trouble now.
Oh yeah, he's having. Can you imagine the actual fun Zog is having right now as an Orc war boss? Just take on a pair of Carnifexes. Oh, that's his best fight he's had in months. Right, so it's still 6 attacks because he's still got Fists of Gork on him.
Still 3s re-rolling.
Yep. So we'll reroll this 1 and this 2. Lovely, everything hits.
And it's still wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s. So 5 wounds at -3, and I was charged this turn, so I still have +1 damage.
6s. I made none of them.
So
Technically he's dead before you roll, but
there we go. Just for academic purposes.
hey.
How, out of morbid curiosity, in fact, how many did he do? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So he did 17 damage.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Orc war bosses are no joke.
That's quite a combo there. Fists of Gork and Brutal but Cunning. I'm almost tempted to like take that all the time now instead of rolling randomly for his warlord trait. But anyway, that's so good. Okay, just to jump him into someone's back line and watch him go nuts. All right. Now we'll retaliate with the killer cans. And once again, to cut a long story short, the cans killed one gene stealer. Return. Yeah, they're grots at the end of the day. Killer cans don't really kill much stuff with melee, as it turns out. But they are being annoying, so that's nice.
This is true.
The only problem is they now have a morale test to do. They lost 2 guys, and they have a leadership of 6. So, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, another one's going to run away. Bye! Right.
Oh.
So you got 3 cans this turn. Anyway.
Too bad.
And then that brings us to your objectives. Because there's no more morale to do.
Correct.
So, hello, Zog.
Hold the line.
Yep.
I have done that.
Excellent. So, yet another point.
These 2 I have not. Discard that because I'm pretty sure those geniuses are going to die next turn.
Yeah, it's probably quite likely. Alright. So, you now have 11 points.
Yep.
To my 5.
Yep.
You still didn't get Slay the Warlock, did you? It didn't happen. To my surprise, as much as anyone else's, I'll admit. But cool. All right. Orcs turn 4. Let's go. All right. Here are the Orc objectives for their turn 4. But unfortunately, contradictory because I can't do advance and give him some Dakka in the same turn, really. So I'm going to try and go for give him some Dakka in this turn. Get a point for that. Secure objective 2 is again just off the cards completely. That's not going to happen. Not unless Zog kills like 1 million Tyranid warriors somehow in a single turn. But anyway, those are the objectives. Let's go look at the movement. And here's how the movement looks for Orcs turn 4. Killer cans that remain fallen back out of combat with the Gene Stealers. Because this Big Mac, who's moved behind them, and these Flash Gits, those are the ones, basically going to try and shoot the Gene Stealers, and these boys with their sluggers are going to try and shoot them. And maybe, just maybe, score give them some Dakka. Meanwhile over there, Zog has moved and advanced in the direction of these Tyranid warriors in objective 2. For no other reason than he just wants to go crab some more bugs. So good for him, I say. And that's my movement done. Now, to enter the psychic phase, there's a plan afoot. So what's going to happen is this: the plan is for the weird boy to jump himself over there nearby Zog, then cast Fists of Gork on Zog, and then Zog, who has a 7-inch charge to get into those warriors, can hopefully get in there and just smash a few warriors to bits. That's the idea, anyway. So at this point, I don't know. It's probably not the most amazing tactical decision I've ever made in my career at playing 40k, but it's a funny one, so we're doing it. So the jump, need a 7, getting a +2 to this because of all the Orcs nearby. Oh, you bastard! You ruined all my fun. Are you happy? All right. Well, I rolled a 5 in total. That's not going to do it. Sad times. Never mind. It was, yeah. Well, it doesn't make much of a difference in the grand scheme of things. It just would have been funny. All right. I don't know if I want to cast Fists of Gork on really now. So, except maybe myself. No, actually, tell you what. Smite some Gene Stealers. There you go. Let's do that instead. It's a poor consolation prize. Oh, it's
that's a 12 then.
That's 12. That's a perils. So
it's also D6 more wounds.
It is. So D6 mortal wounds.
5.
5. Very good. You've got Catalyst though.
Luckily, 5 catalyst saves. Save one of them, so that's 4 dead Gene Stealers right off the bat.
That makes things a little bit easier for me in the shooting phase. And then D3 mortal wounds. I take 3 mortal wounds from the perils. Actually, I've got the pain boy nearby, so let's see if we can ignore any of those in 6s. We can, so we only take 2. That's alright.
Worth it.
I think that leaves him with 2 or 3 wounds left. I'll check in a second. And that brings us into the shooting phase, where I now only have to kill 3 Gene Stealers, which that makes a big difference. Okay. So it's the shooting phase. I've already opened it up actually with the boys here. 5 of them were in range with their sluggers firing at these Gene Stealers. Didn't kill any of them though, made the catalyst saves. So moving over to these flash kits over here. I'm going to start with the 3 shots from the captain, who will be hitting on 3s. He's targeting squid. Targeting squig. He hits all 3 times, wounds on 3s. 2 wounds.
5 up. And
2 damage.
2 damage, so catalyst. No, 1 dies.
And then it's the remaining flash kits, of which there are 4. Hitting on 4s. 1, 2, 3. You know what? There might have been some dackers there I missed, but never mind. There's 1 there, which hits. Lovely. I think my camera filming might have been a bit off there. Sorry about that, folks. I was looking at the dice, not the screen. Now wounding on 3s.
Here, look at an unrelated part of the table.
Yeah. Sorry, it probably was like that. Right, you got 5 saves to make.
Okay. 5 ups. Ooh, that's not bad. And then 2 damage, yeah?
Yes.
So first one, nope. Second one, nope, they're dead.
Hooray!
Just.
Victory point
There's your
scored.
point.
Well done, lads. Well done.
Which leaves the big mech with his shock attack gun free to fire at your Tyranids.
Right.
Hooray! D6 shots for 3.
Learning.
Yeah, I know, right? I remembered the number of shots this time. Progress, folks. And this is hitting on 6s. No hits at all. The killer cans can't shoot, which means that's all of my shooting except for Zogs over there. He is in range with his Scorcher, and he'll fire the shoot a bit as
You
well.
might as well.
Yeah, because the Scorcher's auto hitting, obviously. So yeah, hitting on 6s with the shooty bit. Yeah, he does hit once. No dagger because he's from the index. He gets a 4. Does that wound
That
it?
wounds a warrior.
Yeah, the toughness 4.
4
aren't they?
save. Nope. Takes a wound.
Lovely. Scorcher. 6 auto hits.
Oh,
Yeah! Man, that Warboss is having a great time, even
It
if
really is.
even if the rest of his army isn't. Right. This will wound you on 3s, which I do 4 times.
Okay, it's -1, so
It
I've
is.
got 5 up saves. I failed them all.
Very good.
Okay, so that's that guy dead. And that guy down to 1 wound.
Right, made my charge a bit longer, but
It did, didn't it? Did, didn't it? Yeah.
Whatever, it was worth it. That was cool. Right, shooting done. Charging time. There is but 1 charge to make, and it's over there. Let's measure it up. Okay, here comes the Overwatch. We've got an 8-inch charge to make, but first you're going to shoot with some
Right,
guns.
we've got Venom Cannon back here doing 2 shots, 1 of which hits.
Uh-oh.
Strength 8, so wounded on 3s. No.
Okay.
And then we have 2 Death Spitters. 6s. There's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
No 1s to reroll, sadly. Which I would have because of prey adaptation.
Yeah.
Strength 5, because it's a Death Spitter, it's basically a heavy welter. So that's a failed wound.
Very good. Can make an 8-inch charge.
Can he indeed?
With here we go, it might. Yeah! Look at him go! Fantastic. Fantastic. Alright. So, let's jump straight into the fight phase. He no longer has Fists of Gork, which makes me terribly, terribly sad. So he's only got 4 attacks. However, he is hitting on 3s and re-rolling still. So yeah. Very good. So 3 hits. Now he's going to be... He's not strength 16 anymore. So, what is he though? He's going to be like strength 10 at least, isn't he? He's strength 6.
He's
so
strength 12.
strength 12.
Currently.
So 2.
Still wounding on 2s.
Still wounded on 2s. 3 wounds, -3.
I don't have a save against that, so
Very good.
that guy's dead off the bat.
He's
and then
just
you've
straight
got
up
to roll
dead.
some damage.
And then I've got a couple of D3
1 at
plus
a
1s.
time because of
Yeah.
multiple wounds.
2.
That's 2, so he's on 1 wound left, so then he dies.
Oh, that's a bit of a shame.
Actually, no, it'll be one of these guys back here.
Okay.
Not that guy. That guy.
So he scalped a couple of Tyranid warriors. Fair enough. Of course, now you get to fight back, don't
That
you?
is the plan. And importantly, I do need to, because that's objective 2, and I'm no longer within 3 inches of it.
Oh, look at that! Yeah.
So
Wait a minute. Am I going to accidentally get secure objective
that
2
is
if I survive?
entirely possible.
That would be funny because I didn't plan that.
But it looks like I've got 3 warriors fighting back,
Righto.
all of which have got scything talons, which don't make a difference in this stage because I'm already rerolling ones anyway.
Yeah, you are for the Malanthrope.
So they hit on 3s in combat.
Yep.
Do warriors, which is nice.
Good start.
Then a strength 4, so 5s to wound. That is 2 wounds, and there is no AP on that.
None whatsoever, so two up saves because
Yep.
of his mega armor then. When he makes both.
Cheeky git.
Zog has just scored secure objective 2. Can one war boss single-handedly win a game? Who knows?
We will find out.
We will find out today, folks. Alright, very good. There's no morale to do. Well,
Nope.
no, not even for the
Fearless.
warriors.
They're synapse creatures.
They are
so-
synapse, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got 2 points this turn because I've scored secure. Let's go over here. I've scored secure objective 2.
And give them some Zaka.
I didn't expect that to happen, but there you go. So that's 2 victory points for me, which brings me up to 7. 7, yeah. To your
10.
10 or I think you're on 11.
I'm 11 now, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Still, closing the gap.
Surprisingly enough, yeah. All right then. Okay,
Cool.
that wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Tyranids turn 5 now?
I think so.
Alright then, bring it on. Here are the Hive Mind's objectives for turn 5. Defend objective 6, which is way back in my end of the field. Defend objective 5, which is slap bang in the middle. And advance. And there is tricky for you to do, right? You're probably not going to get any of these
Not
this
this turn,
turn. No.
Because there's a silly war boss there that needs to be dealt with.
There is a war boss that needs to be dealt with. So let's go to the movement phase. And that's how things look for the Tyranids movement phase. These Rippers seem to have... What have you done with the Rippers?
They basically shuffle around, so they're definitely not in my deployment zone, so I don't have to worry about them next turn.
Alright, cool.
For
And
the
the warriors have all run away from Zog, as they rightfully should.
Disengage from combat and move that way for advance next turn.
However, unfortunately...
But Broodlord's gonna deal with him.
Yeah, the Broodlord stepped up instead. Particularly problematic for me because the Broodlord, of course, can smite.
Indeed, he can.
So I think if Zog survives this turn, it will be nothing short of a miracle of Gork and Mork. A great green miracle. But we'll see what happens. He's got that 5-up ignore damage which control people, so it's not a completely foregone conclusion.
Also notably, the Tyrannofex didn't move again because it's just about within 18 inches of those killer cans, so we're going to try
You finally
and get rid of them.
melt those cans. Very good. All right. So your psychic phase. Let me guess where you're starting.
And finishing.
Yes.
Smite on Zog.
Perils.
It's a smite.
Damn.
D3 mortal wounds for 3.
Oh crap.
What you got? Come on.
Come on. The Gorgon Mork.
Nope.
No. Zog's finally bitten the dust, kicked the bucket, shuffled off this mortal coil. He has ceased to be. He is an ex-war boss. Well, not really. Zog never really dies. That's,
Did he teleport back to the battle barge?
Nah, he'll just, we'll come and collect the bits later and sew them back together. You know how it is.
That's fair.
Orks can survive being decapitated at the end of the day, so... it says so in the codex. I'm not even making that up.
It's been that way since forever.
Gotta love him. Alright, well, he's had a great day out, though, so I don't think he minds.
What a way to go.
He killed 2 Carnifexes, one of which was old One Eye, that's not bad, really. So, psychic phase done.
Yep, straight into shooting phase. Only one thing to do, it's him on them.
Melt some cans.
So 46 automatic hits again.
It's less than last time.
Not as bad as last time, but...
Wounded on 3s.
That wasn't that great.
Okay.
Anyway, at 6 wounds. That was, -1.
6 whoops. Oh dear. So that's 4 failed.
That's better than last time.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've got 5 wounds, right? So damage
Yeah.
one at a time. First one does 3, and then 2,
So dead can.
and then on the last one, 3 and 2.
Dead can.
Kills them off, then the Sting Attack Way does nothing.
Dead cans. They were, you know, like I said, they don't do much damage, these things, but they get in the way, which in its own way is kind of useful. But it could do with being a few less points, I think, probably, really, to make that worth it. Yeah. Still, not bad. First time I've ever used them. I was, they actually exceeded my expectations a little bit. So, fair enough.
They are grots, what do you expect?
Yeah. And, well, you got 1 point this turn with slaying the Warlord, and you decided to discard Defend Objective 6. So that's gone.
That's that.
Right, over to the Orcs turn 5 then.
Yep.
Alright, so these are the Orc objectives for their turn 5. Potentially not too bad, with a bit of, application of a little bit of brutal cunning. We've got Defend Objective 4, which is over right here near these rippers. And we've got Advance, and we've got Hold the Line. So I think now that the War Boss is down, we're getting some mixed communications here, apparently. I think the
Were these his last words?
Yeah. Pain Boy and the Weird Boy possibly arguing over what they should do right now. However, what I'm going to try and do is Advance and Defend Objective 4.
Or start defending him.
Start defending Objective 4, yeah.
And hope
So-
there's more turns.
I've already done my movement, so let's take a look at it.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! These boys have all moved forwards, so they're well out of my deployment zone. In case the jump fails, because in the psychic phase I'm going to do the jump. I'm going to jump them over here somewhere, so they can try and charge those rippers, kill those rippers, and start capping Objective 4 to get Defend Objective 4 eventually, if the game goes on an extra turn, of course. I'll also get Advanced because everything is out of my deployment zone, as you can see, because over here the Flash Gits have moved and advanced over behind this box here, so they don't get acid sprayed to death. And the Big Mech, he's stayed still. He's well within acid spray range, but welcome to match play, folks. He can't be acid sprayed because the Flash Gits are closer, even though the Tyranids can't see them. Yeah, it's a thing. So he can just stand there blowing raspberries at the Tyranids, and it is not allowed to shoot him back.
Nice.
So he stayed still, which means that his shock attack gun will now hit on 5s instead of 6s for once, which is
Well,
nice.
actually, it won't, because there's a...
Oh yeah, because you've got your Malanthrope thing still. Well, it'll still hit on 6s. But it means I can at least try and shoot the Tyranids, and not get acid sprayed in return in the following turn, if there's a following turn. We still don't know that yet. This is random game length after all. So, let's go into the psychic phase. And I'm now wondering if I should have manoeuvred my weird boy in such a way that he could maybe smite something. But I don't think I could have from where he was. Let's try to jump. Getting a 7. Getting, I think, at least a +1 to this. Yeah, that'll do it. That's a 9. Excellent. So these boys are out of here, and they're going to reappear over there somewhere. And that's how things look after the jump. Just going to make that very crucial charge, really. Don't even technically need to kill the Rippers in order to get Objective 4, because we're both objectives secured, and there's a lot more of me than there are Rippers. But it's probably very likely the Rippers will die. Anyway, that's the psychic phase done. Shooting phase, there's only one thing that's shooting.
Pew pew.
And that is the shock attack gun from the Big Mech. D6 shots. For 1.
Cool.
Glorious. Hits on a 6. No. Alright. Shooting phase completed. Charge phase. The boys. They do have here we go, at least. So, needing a 9. That's a 9. I'll take it. In they go. Charge successfully made. And I'm loving these movement trays, actually. They're making life a lot easier and quicker right now. I genuinely recommend them, folks. If you were wondering about these GW movement trays from Apocalypse, they're pretty good.
Unless your army is all gene sealers.
Unless your army's all gene sealers, in which case just don't bother. Just forget it. Don't bother. Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, they're in. Let's do some fighting. This is a lot of dice for very few rippers, so we're probably going to do this off camera. Big surprise, the rippers are dead, and hilariously enough, Dan just told me that they're actually outside of synapse range. So if I somehow, by some miracle, had not managed to kill them all, they probably would have run away. There you go. That's my turn done. There's no morale to do. So, it's random game length. So now we're going to roll a dice to see if the game continues or not.
Well, you get a point for advance.
I do get a point for advance as well. Yeah, that's true. So I'm now up to 8 points in the bag. Player went first rolls. So, does the game continue? What a 3+, isn't it?
That's correct.
Yeah. No. Game ends. There it is. Well, folks, the Orks have been driven back. They came in here looking for some loot, and they got significantly more than they bargained for. Zog had a great time though, and I think the boys had a great time in general. They got to have a proper scrap instead of being machine gunned from a distance for once, which is what usually happens to them. So
they had a laugh.
Yeah, we had a great time. The Tyranids always put up a good fight, and you know what? It came surprisingly close in the end, all things considered, closer than I thought it would. Because we in that break just then, we actually drew some cards to see what we would have got for the following turn if the game had gone on. And you probably still would have won it for the next turn.
I probably would have been 1 point ahead.
Yeah.
At going into turn 7 if there were one, and then who knows what would have happened then.
Assuming we'd scored the objectives we drew, which weren't difficult.
Yeah.
You would have ended turn 6 on.
It would have been, I think it was 14-13 or something.
Yeah, 14-13 to you. So you'd still be winning, but it would have been very close indeed. Yeah. So there you go, folks. That is the beauty of Maelstrom.
So as it happened, it was 12-8.
Yeah, 12-8 in the end. Could have been 14-13 if we'd gone on another turn, and if it had gone on to turn 7, then who freaking knows. But yeah, cool stuff. Maelstrom is it always gives you a fun game like that, usually anyway. Yeah. Even when it looked pretty grim for the Orks, actually, it didn't. All was definitely not lost.
One shining knight stepped up.
Yeah. He was a something in shining armour anyway. That was pretty good, actually, I have to admit. I think he'd achieved all he possibly could in that scenario, really, because even if the Broodlord didn't kill him and he somehow killed it, all he could do at that point is run around the corner and get acid sprayed inevitably. So
that is pretty much what would have happened eventually.
He'd achieved all that he possibly could in that game, but boy did he achieve some stuff. I was, yeah, good old Zog. I love him. I'm going to be so sad when they no longer let us take the War Boss in Mega Armor. But then I suppose when they do that, I might have to start running Goths, and I'll upgrade him to Gazgul.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's your house. You just use all.
I suppose, yeah, but
no one's going to come here and say you can't use the legacy options.
Yeah, this is true, but I do at least like to make the attempt to play with the rules as written. Usually,
and most of the games we play narrative anyway. So
we do, yeah. But I think that's probably what I'd do if it came to it. I'd probably just run him as Gaz.
Fair enough.
Because I mean, he uses half the bits for his model is taken from Gaz anyway. So he practically, there was an intention when I made that conversion to make him look enough like Gaz that I could get away with running him as him. So, but yeah, Zog, what a beast. The beast, maybe, like Beast Arises. See, it was a bit of a pun, and I've kind of ruined it now by explaining it. But never mind. That was great fun. I really enjoyed that. Thanks very much for coming again, Dan.
No problem.
And yeah, I hope everyone at home's not sick of you yet.
Tough.
Yeah. You're gonna keep coming back anyway, and I don't blame you. But thanks again, as always, for coming, bringing your beautiful Tyranids, because they're goddamn gorgeous. I love these Tyranids. I've said it before, but it's such a good paint scheme. And I have, in my head, as I've said before, started accidentally calling High Fleet Jormungandr High Fleet Goliath from time to time, because that's how I think of them in my head now. So yeah. Anyway, we'll be back again in the future with more battle reports. We've been actually brewing ideas for sort of narrative campaign type things as well, haven't we? We're not going to say any more about that for now, but if you haven't watched the one we did, the Battle of Morgan's Reach,
Go watch it.
go watch it.
All of it right now.
All of it. All 4 videos of it. It's like 12 hours of 40k. There you go.
You don't want to release extended editions then?
Oh yes, the director's cut of the Battle of Morgan's Reach. It's basically the same, except it includes the pizza. Basically,
Yeah.
it includes the pizza that we ordered in
Nice.
in Game 4. Anyway, folks, I hope you had fun watching this. We had fun playing it, and we'll catch you next time. Toodaloo.
Bye.